George Knapp says a new USO UFO video will be released this year. And we've got that and a lot more to talk about today. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, I still have the crud, but I'm doing a lot better today. I actually have a little energy today. Yesterday, I just spent all day playing Skyrim on the couch. That was about all I did. But hey, it wasn't a total loss. I killed like 5 dragons, made a lot of progress on Skyrim. So thumbs up. Okay, all right. This is what George said. He says there will be a development, maybe, about the release of the video of a transmedium object. This is from the audio only episode of Weaponized, the latest episode,
which go into the water and out of the water, which is kind of neat, and we'll hear more about that.
Yeah, so there's going to be a development on that. The world has been waiting for USO video or a transmedium vehicle. We've heard these rumors about this giant flying triangle comes out of the water. I've never seen that video.
Yeah,
I don't know anybody who has. We keep hearing about it, but there is video of what appears to be a transmedium vehicle, and I hope by the end of the year it's going to be made public.
Me too, man.
Okay, so there you go. He says he hopes it will be made public, but before that, he says there will be a development. So is it will or is it hope? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Either way, I sure hope that happens. I do hope it happens. And yeah, we'll see. Meanwhile, there will maybe, again, be another development. We've been hearing that there will be a second UFO documentary coming out this year on the heels of James Fox's new documentary. But we don't know what that documentary is. Well, in this podcast with that UFO podcast, Matthew Pines gives us a little update. He says he's spoken privately to the people involved in the making of the documentary, and it may happen and it may not happen. There's nothing solid about it. It sounds like it's going to be a really juicy documentary if it does happen. But again, it's a maybe. So, fingers crossed. I think that the more documentaries we have, the more we can galvanize the public in Congress into further action. So really hope it happens and really curious to see what they come up with. Meanwhile, check this out, guys. We've got a new UFO video, pilot encounter. A great UFO video. Look how bright it is, and then it's dim and seems to fade. The pilot said that it was dancing, that it was moving in a way that, a satellite is not going to move. It wasn't showing up on their radar, interestingly, but it does. I mean, do you guys think that this UFO wanted to be seen? Is this a deliberate public display, or is this an accidental encounter of some sort? I tend to think this is probably a deliberate public display, the phenomenon giving us some form of soft disclosure. But let me know what you guys think about this really great UFO encounter shot by a pilot. Meanwhile, MSN gives us a new article about exotic technology, or the detection of exotic technology, detecting warp drives from ET spacecraft using gravitational waves. Now, I think this is really cool. I'm not going to read it. I've read the article, but it's very speculative. And, there's nothing like concrete about it. It's not like, hey guys, we found a warp drive signature. It's just like, yeah, maybe we could do this, maybe we could do that. But I wanted to share this with you because I think it's really cool that MSN is covering this sort of thing now. I think we're going to see a lot more mainstream press about this sort of subject matter, and I think that's awesome. Speaking of awesome videos, this is a video from Ronnie Vernet, who went down to the Amazon to capture the UFO phenomenon there. And he got UFOs, but he also got poltergeist. And I can't wait to find out more about his experiences and his evidence. But here is a video, one of the videos that he was able to capture. Now, I'm guessing this is the UFO shining a light down on the ground. I'm not quite sure what we're looking at here, but a really, really interesting video. Looks pretty anomalous to me, guys. So, yeah, I can't wait to learn more about Ronnie's adventures in the Amazon. And I don't know what form that's going to take, if that's going to be like a TV special or a documentary or something. Either way, kudos to him for getting out there and getting this evidence. Looking at it again, I think it's clearly like a spotlight. So you can see that shaft of light, like a ship is sending down a spotlight onto that part of the yard. Yeah, that's what it looks like. I don't know why a UFO would need to send down a spotlight. Does that make any sense? I mean, surely they have technology that can detect whatever is down there. But I mean, again, so is this a deliberate display? They've got to know that Ronnie's investigating them, right? So, I mean, maybe they don't. I don't know. But maybe they do. Speaking of the aliens being aware of who we are and what we're doing, Dr. Robert Shape sent me this theory, really interesting theory. That, you know, the Betty and Barney Hill case was in 1961. Well, prior to that, in 1960, the Flintstones were the most popular cartoon in America. And of course, we got Betty and Barney Hill. So is that just a total coincidence? Or are the beings trying to tell us they're watching our TV? And they chose Betty and Barney for some reason related to that. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anything is possible in the world of UFOs. Meanwhile, an incredible orb video captured by John Bell. Look at this big, beautiful orb. Or is it more of an oval? What do you guys think? Is that more of an oval shape? But either way, orbular. I'm calling it orbular, guys. That is a cool UFO video. And then we get the little phantasmal orbs, if that's what they are, flying around. Look at that.
By the laser beam.
Yeah, a great capture by John from Real Florida UFO, and I'll link to his channel below. Check out this one. This is Tinkerbell, his constant orb companion, who often comes to visit him. And this is a compilation, I believe, from Tinkerbell being very energetic and mischievous, and seeming to take delight in interacting with John. Now, at least that seems to be what's going on. She's low. She's flying around like a sprite. That's maybe why he calls her Tinkerbell. Really, really fascinating that he seems to have a personal connection with at least one of these beings or ships or whatever they are. And he says he believes they are now trying to communicate with him using numbers. So I can't wait to learn more about that and to bring that information to you. That's kind of what I've been really hoping for, was they would start to communicate with John and tell him what the heck is going on. So yeah, really looking forward to learning what is going on. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Meanwhile, YouTube channel The Sneezing Monkey, what a great name, has examined an enhanced version of the Skinny Bob video. And he concludes that Skinny Bob is fake. Let's give a listen.
They are static. They are static wrinkles in his clothes, which again indicates that this is not a flexible fabric that sits over a physical body. Instead, it is one mesh that has one texture over it that includes these creases, and they move with the bigger mesh, okay? The creases don't change. And when the skin on the neck stretches, so do the clothes. That's a dead giveaway, to me at least. The movement of the head, the lack of movement in the textile, the lack of behavioral patterns in the textile on his body, it's CGI, okay?
CGI, says Sneezing Monkey. So what do you guys think? Is it CGI? I tend to believe Skinny Bob is probably CGI, but just to play devil's advocate here, some people who have talked about alien autopsies and studying the beings themselves and their bodies and their suits have said that the beings, they're designed, well, they're artificially created beings, of course, and they are designed to interact with their suits. And they're also designed to interact with the ship itself, whether that's the energy fields or their consciousness, whatever. But they are designed that way. So their suits may not be, what we imagine. They're not like our clothes, right? They may not have moving wrinkles, right? Or whatever. So just playing devil's advocate here. I think Skinny Bob, I think the jury's still out on Skinny Bob. I think it's probably CGI, but I don't know. And I don't think focusing on the clothes and the wrinkles necessarily disproves anything, because the clothes may be kind of weird. Meanwhile, check this out from the podcast Universe Inside You. These ancient ruins in the Caucasus, the area of the world where I'm going in a few weeks, are these ancient ruins made with advanced technology. Now, I've talked before about the Coral Horror Shaft, which is in this general region of the world. It seems to have been made with advanced technology, prehistoric, underground ruin, very large, serves no discernible purpose. People can't live in it. It's just a big shaft. Unless, of course, it's the air shaft for some underground city, which is possible because apparently air currents are coming up from that shaft as if it connects to something below. So did that same culture or something similar have a hand in these other structures and ruins, these dolmens? Yeah, that's where I'm going to be, Georgia, in just a few weeks. Going there to get my baby. That's right. We have, in case you missed that announcement, my wife and I are going to Georgia. Anyway, I don't need to give you all the details, but, you know, they're in vitro surrogate mother, very lovely lady, and she will be giving birth. Due date is September 17th. So we will probably be leaving around September 10th if all goes as planned, and we'll be there for, you know, maybe 3 weeks. At least that's the plan. But, you know, so this part of the world has some ancient, mysterious ruins. I hope there's some in Georgia and that I'll get a chance to investigate some of these. But yeah, dolmens, megalithic construction, possible machine, tooling in some of these ruins. You know, I don't know about that, but I think that's a really interesting idea that there are these ancient structures in that part of the world that may or may not be connected to the Korahora shaft culture, which is a really, really mysterious structure and may or may not be connected to Atlantis. And I've shared why that may be in a prior video. But yeah, look at these weird scoop marks in the stone. You know, what made that and why? You know, really, really interesting stuff. I'll link to this and you can watch the full video at your leisure. Yeah. But yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. The ancient world is super fascinating. I would love to know what the heck is going on. Let me know what you think is going on in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media, Facebook and Twitter, links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road in a bigger way, consider grabbing a coffee mug or a t-shirt in the merch store below, or by becoming a channel member. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Rock stars, much like these crazy people taking this crazy plunge. I don't know if I would do that, guys. Would you do that? Let me know if you would do this in the comments below. Let me know what you think about everything else to cover today. There's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out. That's a no. That's a no.